Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Mr. Kyle's Orchids. It's about 9 o'clock here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a nice, comfortable 72 degrees. It's going to get warm today, up to about 89, 90 degrees. It is June 9th, 2025. Don't have that much to show you, just, a little update on a couple things. And then I will show you some other parts of the garden that are in bloom right now that look really good. They're not orchids, but I think you'll enjoy it. Well, start off the other day, you probably see it already, was my birthday, and I came out here to observe my orchids like I always do, and noticed this guy has shot out a bloom spike. This is Renanthera Red Dragon. This will be the second time this one's bloomed for me. It just bloomed in January, so yay, excited. And when I noticed it, that spike was just down here. And this is Monday after, so it's not even a whole week when that thing's shot out there. And then its twin, the one that I got with it, I had ordered these guys on eBay, only ordered one, and they sent me two. But anyway, and this one, first time bloomer, shooting up a bloom spike there. It's not a happy one. It's the ones that live right next to each other and got the exact same care and light. And this one just, I guess, freaked out a couple times. I don't know what was wrong with it, but anywho, look at that, nice big spike. So looking forward to that. Hopefully it'll bloom out for me, and of course you guys will see it. So that's awesome. Really not too much going on. Spike clown still going strong. Forgot to smell it earlier this morning. It's a nice fragrance. Repotted one of my dendrobiums. This guy's been in bloom since September. Those are new bloom spikes. I went ahead and repotted it. A couple weeks ago, I was moving another orchid, and I knocked this one off the shelf. And these two spikes are actually broken down here, not broken off, but they're broken, so it's losing its blooms already. But I figured it needed to be repotted. I hadn't repotted it, so I like this pot. I know I'm gonna regret it later on, but it is what it is now, and there it is. So yeah, those are going, but a couple look good still. That's okay. And of course, we got this guy. Anyway, let's take you to the backyard. Yeah, well, this is pretty much right next to the orchids, but looking up, there we are. Got some bananas. They never mature for us. The season's too short for a banana. Although this is pretty early for these guys, so we'll see what happens. But there's that. Yeah, these are hardy bananas. You can get them Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever here in Charlotte, and they don't go all the way back to the ground unless we get a really, really super duper hard frost, but they will come out of their trunks in the early spring, and that's why their leaves look a little ratty, because they start coming out early and they get cold and keep coming out until it's warm enough. Anyway, here comes the aeroplane again, so I'll put you on hold. And then before I move on further back, those are Washingtonia palms, but those are hardy to, it says, like, I think 10 degrees maybe. We got down to 19 this winter, and they seem to be fine. We've gotten much colder before, and they do well. That's why I leave the dead fronds on there to help kind of isolate them. feel like though our yard is in a little bit of its microclimate, so it does seem to stay a little warmer back here than most places. Those I first heard of Washingtonia palms in Baltimore when I lived there, and I saw them in the National Arboretum. Actually, I think you can see them off of 95. There's a little grove of them. Just did not know they were hardy here, and I guess there's places in Ireland where they have them. But yeah, I have two more out front, which actually have little babies under them. Anyway, so yeah, those Washingtonia palms, and they are hardy here in this zone, which I think I'm 8 or 9, I can't remember. So now I moved over to where my little manufactured ponds and stream and pond and airport is jumping today, I guess. I'm gonna talk through this one and see how it goes. Might regret this, but at any rate, that Lotus was much bigger last year. It they're just going right over me. It was much bigger. I don't know if it just grew out of the container it was in, or seeds dropped down there and they had mature plants, but that whole thing was full of lotus last year. And what happened was the roots or tuber is actually so strong it poked through the liner, so it leaked. So all winter long, that only barely had enough water in there to cover the base of that lotus, and we got cold, and it did not harm that tuber. I did have to reline it, so I had to pull everything out, put a new liner in, pull out a bunch of lotus tubers, which I had to discard because I had no idea what to do with them. I was excited when this came up because, I don't know if you see them there. There's 2 lotus blooms about to bloom. That one on the right, I don't know, might bloom in the next couple days. The one on the left is coming up too. Got lots of daylilies blooming. This cute little flower. It's kind of small. It's smaller than the other ones. Kind of peachy, yellowy. Get a little closer. This one's called Lullaby Baby. It's a nice little flower. True to their names, they're one day. They're daylilies. I don't know if you notice all the horsetail I have growing around here. If anybody ever uses horsetail, tell them no. It goes everywhere. Over here's Joan White. So, we've been, I guess, kind of collecting daylilies too. That one. Hold on. That was actually kind of started at this Joan White. A friend of mine gave me this, and I can't remember if it was a mother or grandmother's, named after her grandmother. It was another airplane, so yeah. And that was I don't know. I want to say 7 years ago, but we have like at least 3 or 4 divisions of this now, and we'll see some of those. I'm just gonna kind of walk back here a little bit. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. This is my maple, a couple of my orchids that I've put out here. Anyway, I had that maple since it was like knee high. It seems to grow a lot lately. Blue salvia. Bees really like it. Really pretty blue, purple, blue. Some more bananas that we moved from over there. A couple of these bloomed last year, and yeah, they don't produce bananas. But yeah, they really moved. I planted them, started there, and they're moving this way. They're moving to where the sun is. It's a cool little hydrangea we found at those are Home Depot last summer. Nice dark purpley leaves, nice purpley flower. And this gardenia is loaded. All I can smell right now is gardenia. Nice early summer fragrance. Flowers are nice white. This hydrangea has a tree growing out of it that I need to get out of there. I'll live through that one. And then this little hosta garden, which I have 3 more hostas. The plants that we got yesterday, and I'm going to put those in there. The garden, which isn't doing very well. Planted a bunch of lettuce in here and some radish, and not all of it's coming up. So herb bed. Anyway, take out front. This, I don't remember the name of this lily, but when my partner gets home, I'll ask him, and maybe I'll put that down below. But that's been in this really horrible little pot. It's actually a big pot that's falling apart. And it comes back and blooms every year. So this is our side yard. Not really the front, but it's the side yard. This is where we're having an abundance of daylilies. There's one of the divisions of Joan White. I'm sure that one has a name. I may or may not post that below. Got some black-eyed Susans about to bloom. Another really pretty orange. And then next to it, it's a deeper orange. It's really pretty. The sun. And salmon. What if you're from the south? Salmon. It's a really pretty one. And I don't know. Is this a division of one of those? Could be. And this yellow one. I hope if I can get there. Oh, wait, nothing's really open here. Maybe this one. I cooked it open. There we go. The sun is in my face, so I can't tell. Hold on. There we go. That's a division from one of the back and bloomed it. Anyway, that's a nice, huge flower. Okay. Shot of our daylilies. Pretty sight for a few weeks, and then it's over. Then other things like the black-eyed Susans will come up. But this one's on a really tall stem. And then the calla lilies, those white ones. iris that need to be divided. Some more Daylilies. Another division of Joan White. And then this massive gardenia. And then some of my original Washingtonias. This shorter one over there is actually older, is the oldest. I got that one first. It was actually in an ice show. It was a decoration in a little pot, like a 5-gallon pot. That was in 1998, I think. And I planted it in the apartment yard that I lived in before we bought this house. And then brought it here, of course. And then bought this one still at the apartment as well. And it's grown tallest because it's in the sun. That one over there is getting shaded by the massive tree that's behind it. And over the 24 years that we've been here, it's put up these little babies. And there's actually a couple more back underneath this gardenia because it's gotten so huge in the last couple years. Got to prune that back. And this one's really finding its footing lately. It's getting really tall. There's one down in there that's trying to survive, and there's another one back there that's kind of smaller, but you can't see it. And we've got a bunch of weeds. But yeah, this side yard, the front yard, I'm not going to show you because it's a disaster. I'm trying to show you the weeds. There we go. Yeah, so that was everything I was really wanting to show you. And wait, there's stuff inside. Just look at the progress of the buds on a couple of the orchids in there. We're coming along. Jeez. I can't say that way, Nani Leopard. I don't know if I'm saying that right. These buds will figure it out. I thought the stem would grow a little bit taller and clear the leaves, but it's not. Femme fatale. Cattleya femme fatale. Buds are coming out. They're finding their places. I mean, I just, surprised and excited. There are 2 green sheaths because these are newer. These 2 are newer growths. That's a shorter growth, so it's surprisingly even sheathed. And this older sheath, this growth was coming up when I first got that, and it sent up a sheath, and the sheath dried out. When I noticed these sheaths had buds, and I'm like, check this one, and it's got buds. So I cut the top off, and the buds came out that same day. So anyway, those are going to be blooming very soon. Nothing really going on down here. I've got Gomacia Geo Queen, or Geo, whatever. Anyway, there it is. Here's the tag. As usual, I'll probably put it below. And then the phylum. It's still on bloom, and look, its spike is progressing as well. And I might as well swing over and take a look at the couple phals that are still in bloom. The Strepia is sending out yet another flower. Oh, it's a little weird because I don't know. It doesn't look like it's open like the other ones did. Very crunched. Yeah, I need to cut that off. Art Nouveau. And lemon drops. LED. And then Taiwan Gold is just growing. It's getting huge. Anyway, I know it wasn't much. A lot of flowers, but hardly any orchids. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.